Happy Friday. Day 26 of working at home, and I have an admission. I am gonna be going to the office today. I have a real estate closing today, so I'm gonna head up and of course stay safe, keep my social distancing, keep my hands washed, and just be smart about it. But I thought maybe today we would have a little fun. I'm kind of nerdy a lot of the times. I've got a lot of useless knowledge in my head, things that don't even matter whatsoever. They're just facts in my head. So one of the things I thought was, wouldn't it be interesting to talk about idioms and talk about where they all came from? Because we routinely talk about expressions, but yeah, we don't know where they came from. So I just thought I would be a little bit nerdy and put a few out there and see if you actually knew the origin of where these expressions came from. So the first one that I will talk about is the expression, they flew off the handle. You can say somebody was so angry, they were like, oh yeah, they flew right off the handle. And that comes from way back when hammers or hatchets were not they were not constructed very well, and so when someone was using the hatchet, the end of it might fly off the end of the handle, and so there could be very dire results. And so that's why you refer to somebody being very angry, you say they flew off the handle. Interesting, but it was an axe head. If you say that somebody is living high on the hog, it just means that they are living really luxuriously. And the reason you say that is because the upper parts of a hog are apparently the better parts of the hog. They're the better parts to eat. And so when you're living high on the hog, it means you're just living very luxuriously. Couple other, let the cat out of the bag. So you've heard that. Oh yeah, well, and you know, they let the cat out of the bag. Well, that comes from fairs where there would be somebody that would try to sell a pig to someone, but really a cat would be in the inside. And so if somebody said, no, I want to see the pig, they had to open up the bag, and hence the expression, let the cat out of the bag. Here's one I really like. It's you've heard the expression that somebody stole your thunder, or that, you know, you don't want to steal someone else's thunder. And the expression comes out of England, where there was a play producer that wanted to recreate the sound of thunder. And so the guy came up with a contraption to make the sound of thunder. Well, his play flopped, and then lo and behold, not too long after that, someone else had a play, and they used his contraption to make the sound of thunder. And so he got caught wind of it, and he went down to the play and said, oh, why, that's my thunder. So technically someone stole his thunder. It was the real sound of thunder. Another one, when you say someone was caught red-handed. Back in the day, if you stole someone's livestock, you would kill their livestock, and the only way of really catching someone for doing that was to catch them actually with blood on their hands. And so we say the expression now, oh, I caught them red-handed, because back then it was the blood on their hands that let them know that they had done the crime. Bury the hatchet. That comes from Native American tribes. When they made peace with the other tribes, they would literally take the hatchet and bury it as a sign of peace. So I think maybe everybody probably knew that one, but if you watch Outlander, you see that someone did bury a hatchet. And I remember when I saw that, I thought, I wonder where that, what that really means. So that's it, just a little quirky, nerdy fun. One thing I will ask is, if anybody can find out where the origin of the expression that, oh, that went out the window. You see a window behind me, right? There's an expression that says, oh, well, that went right out the window, but I cannot find the genesis of the expression. So if you find it, post it in the comments and let us all know. In the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful Friday and have a wonderful weekend.